Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how yous doing? So, more car boot treasure to show you from the weekend. Kind of paid up for it. Rigid ball peen hammer, made in the USA. Very nice, big hefty beast for persuading things. And this is an absolute cracker. It is a big slick chisel, 2¼ inches wide and 8 inches long, and it's got £7.50 written on the back, but I bought 3 things off the one guy for a fair wee bit of money, and this was the most expensive. Stanley number 20 Victor compass plane. So the wee repair, wee braze, but I'm not too concerned about it because it's been well done and everything else is tickety-boo on it. And he wanted 40 for this, I think I gave him 35 for this, and perhaps £42 all in for the whole lot of it. So I was quite pleased with that. Anyway, this number 20 seems to be all there, and the guy makes a beautiful job of buffing things up, which is the bit I like. But anyway, when do you see these things in the wild? I've never seen one. Even when I didn't know what they were, I still haven't seen one because I would have been interested in its story. But it's an absolute cracker. It's got a lot of the Japan still on it, and my friend in America, he's trying to date it for me at the moment. So, and also this came into the workshop recently, this grinder, which is set up with a homemade jig for clamping a chisel in. It runs along a bar, which might be quite handy. And it's a heavy duty grinder. And it's got all its guards and all the bits that tend not to be with a grinder, so that's very handy. I also ended up with this Cornelius Whitehouse and Sons Canuck solid steel patent something #1 ads. It's been used for a lot of non-ad stuff, but I'm going to dress it up, tidy it up. It's perfectly serviceable. So that's the treasure hunting from the weekend, and my favourite thing is probably the slick, because I was never going to see one of these around here, but there's an old guy I deal with down at the car boot sale who, if you say to him, oh, do you ever come across a slick or a draw knife the next week? I said to him about a draw knife a couple of weeks ago. Oh, I sometimes see draw knives. Following week, draw knife on his stall. I says, oh, we were just talking about them. But anyway, so I said about a slick to him the other week, and lo and behold, he had a slick this week. It's well mushroomed here, but I can grind that off and I'll suss out how to get this broken handle out. I'm thinking clamp it in the vise and put a screw in here and try and get a puller on it or something, get it lifting, or just start drilling, we'll see. But as for I'm not a purist in this by any, or an expert by any stretch of the imagination. That's the lever cap from the number 20. It's the back side of it. There's the cap iron and the iron. don't know if it means anything to anyone. Blade needs sharpened, it's been on the grinder, but it is sharp. Someone's tried to do something with it. It is tidy, but it's got a few different angles on it off the grinder, but the tip is serviceable. And I also noticed to say very nice indeed, so I'm going to work on that and try not to say it as often, so that'll be better. So yeah, that is the Stanley Victor number 20. I'm after the number 113, still to come across that, hoping that at some point in my future myself and a number 113 will become connected. But like I say, old Stanley stuff, I love it. Old tape measure, brand new old stock, Imperial only. When I started working in the sawmill in 1989, the old guy that trained me spoke in Imperial when we worked in metric, so I lived in both worlds and I'm quite comfortable in both worlds to this day. Anywho, you all have a good night or day, whatever it is where you come from, and I'll catch up with you again soon.